Good afternoon, everybody. It is May 15th, 2024. Just got back from a great day out servicing systems, doing quotes, trying to follow up. Man, my days are getting busier. It is, the pipeline is building, which I'm really excited about that. Had my first install go in today, which is super exciting. Very excited about that. I had a potential client that couldn't get financing today. First time I've had to give that news really ever, because I've never been in a financing type role like this. So that was a bummer. I felt really bad. Oh well, that's life, and it's so interesting seeing how everything's moving and adjusting out in the world. I'm so glad I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I love getting to meet the people, being out and about. I use my car as my office. I love that. I didn't think I would, but I really do. It's got this sweet little iPad stand, and then we use Service Expert or Service Titan to manage all our production, and then each salesperson, it's up to their own decision how they run their pipelines and stuff like that, which is very interesting. I don't personally, as an individual, I love it. It makes it a lot easier on me. It probably makes it a lot easier on the client as well, or the company as well, not managing it. But I think they're leaving a lot of value on the table by not having a standard system. And it could be just because how Service Experts works, they acquire companies and let them run their day to day, run their operations and all of that. It could just be my center doesn't have a sales focused CRM or process that they're training people. But I'm using Go High Level, and which is what I've been building my blog on, been doing everything on Go High Level for a while now. And dude, it's so fun. It is fun using it with an actual sales process, because in the past I've been all so like Kitech, super long sales process, very complex, multiple 10 plus, 20 plus decision makers. It is a process. Or selling online, selling to small businesses, rather than selling to consumers. It's just a different sales process. It's a different way to follow up and manage everything and run everything, and I love it. So far it's been a ton of fun. I can see why people do it. So it has been so great working with Service Experts, because they have so many systems and processes that I'm plugging into. They have got financing and dealer relationships with Lennox and all the other companies, and they've got the employees to do installs and everything. So I look at it like I've been hired to build my own business within Service Experts, and that's how they want me to look at it. And they want me there for 10 years, 20 years. It's it's really been a great fit. So I feel very blessed. I'm very excited. If anybody needs HVAC stuff, call Service Experts. Whether you're here in Boise or anywhere, we've got a lot of locations. And that's all part of my strategy. Is I can do these journals, I can create this content, I can put it out in the virtual world to introduce people to who I am as an individual and drive attention to the company that I support and supports me, service experts, to do business with. And I can add value without needing commission or compensated or anything like that because they're taking care of me and my family, and that's what's important to me. So that's the strategy, and right now how it's set up is driving content to the blog. The blog has, so on our header right now we've got service experts. That's the main place we want to drive people. I've got my lead magnet, which is the emergency contacts download, and then on the right we've got the Go High Level logo, which is what my blog and CRM is all built on. And so the goal is to document me living my life. How am I using this iPad? How am I using Go High Level? How am I using service experts together to design my life? Because everyone's life should be designed based on how they want to live. It's their choice. And so that's what I'm trying to model and live my life as a role play. Because whether or not people work with me is irrelevant. The time's going to pass anyway. The time is going to move. And so everything's related around this concept that time is the only thing that doesn't cycle. And because time doesn't cycle, the faster you cycle everything else, the faster you move, faster you can grow. And I think that concept's not been captured in our society today. And that's why I'm trying to do everything the way I'm doing it and with the mindset I'm doing it in, is because I believe where we're at, we need change. And it has to start with how we think. It has to start with how we treat ourselves. It has to start with how we treat our time. It has to start with how we treat other people that we don't know. Other people we do. You should always take care of the people you do know. But I think one of the things we're missing, well, it's not missing. It is there. The U.S. is filled with good people. But it's being overshadowed with the bad. And I think we just need to ramp up the good. What good can you do? How can you make someone's day? How can you make them smile? How can you provide value, help them however they want helped? So that's what I'd encourage you guys to do. And that's the way I see my job as service experts. I can show up with the tech. We go through your whole system. We can tell you what we're seeing and potential problems and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. We don't live in that house 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You do. It's your choice. It's not ours. And so that's what I see my role as a salesperson, especially selling HVAC. My role is to show up with the tech, review the system, review how it's working, see if there's any preventative maintenance that can be done, if there's any straight maintenance that needs done, refrigerants out, the system needs replaced, all of that. We come check it out and tell people. And it's their choice what to do. Because in life, that's how life works. It's always your choice. And that's why we have the Maintenance Plus program. Is twice a year we come out and we make sure the systems are running for our clients. And if they have problems, they get to pick how to fix it. If they want to buy their own filters and put them in, great. It is your choice. If you'd rather us do it, great. We can do that too. And so that's the whole business model. That's the whole mindset. Building under, building with. And it's all about how do we take care of people. Because the one thing I know, the time's going to pass anyway. And in the long run, we're all going to be fine. Now, in the short run, it's going to be hard. I think in the short run, we're in for some big challenges in the next 2 years, 3 years. And I don't think it matters who becomes president. I think these challenges we're facing have been decades in the making. I don't think it's, we need to change. Yes, changing monetary policy is going to affect things. But it's so much bigger than that. If you haven't read the book, The Changing World Order by Ray Dalio, highly recommend it. The book's been instrumental in my learning and understanding of life and what I'm trying to do. And it's one of the reasons, that book is written based off a 500-year history of the world, which is not typical. And that's one of the reasons I look at such a long timeline, is because since everything cycles, what we're going through, we've already went through. I believe this is the hard thing with stream of conscious thinking, is I always tend to drift back to what I believe is going to happen and why I believe it. But I'm trying not to be political, and I'm trying to be not be confrontational with the content. The goal of the content is to be boring. Boringly consistent for 40 years. For 100 years, whatever it takes, right? But that's the goal. And so and the reason is because I just want to show people, hey, these are the tools. This is how you set it up. Now you go use your free voice. Go use your freedom of speech. And that's why I do daily journals, is because I believe the freedom of speech needs to be fought for every day, and it's fought for by using it. So no matter what happens, I'm going to use my freedom of speech. It's how, I believe that's how you honor the founding fathers and all of the servicemen who have done what they've done to keep America free, or as free as it is. So, anyways, just some end of day ramblings. I hope you guys are all doing great. I appreciate you guys who follow along, like, subscribe, share my content, share what we're doing. Not that I share it, but someday I'll get there. It's funny because the way I look at it right now is, since I'm the only one who really gets what I'm trying to do, is I just don't worry about it. I don't care. If it takes 10 years, oh well, so it does. The people who get involved will be involved, and the ones who don't won't, and life will go on. But eventually I'm going to generate enough revenue from the sales behaviors I am doing outside of ownership of the system that is happening through, that will build the pile of cash, and people will see that they're subscribing to a bank account. They're subscribing to an idea. And yeah, it is risky. Every day you live is risky. So be it. So be it. Anyways, I hope y'all are doing great. We'll talk to y'all soon.